Murali sir, thank you so much. Welcome to Hyderabad. I've never thought in a lifetime that I would sit with you, and that too I would sit with you in this premises where there'll be a movie upon you. How is the feeling?
It's a wonderful feeling because it's happy because it is. I didn't plan anything. It is coincidentally happened, and then I agreed to do that. And with lot of problems and hiccups, and even the movie like my my life, similar. So all obstacles to and finally with the help of Sripati and his team and Krishna Prasad sir, Sridevi movies, we are there to release it on 6th. So that means it's going to go the public.
So let's go back to the time. Do you remember the very first match that you played when you were a child?
Yeah, definitely. I can't. I can't. That also I played in a way. I am from Kandy, so we had a practice matches before that under 9, right? Played. Then tournament matches. First match was Maristala College. Like you had to go to Nigambu. Nigambu is near the airport in Colombo.
Okay.
So I can remember that I went in. We all from there. I lived in hostel.
Okay.
Age of 6 to 18. So in the hostel, it was excited. We are now going out with the old team. We traveled in the train. When you went to a train, and we go to Colombo station. From Colombo station, we took a bus, everyone to Nigambu, and then we went to the Mariscal College. They had a place to stay and played the first match. So that is something amazing.
So being a kid, being in a hostel and then doing cricket is a very tough task. You have peer pressure, you have friends pressure and all of it. Can you tell me the instance, how was it when you entered the field?
See, when you're school, those days, we didn't know what is pressure. We are in 80s kids, 70s and 80s. We didn't know pressure, what is that, what is any other emotions, nothing we did. We had day-to-day live and enjoy. So with the kids, that's all we have planned. So playing for school is something you loved it because everyone will have the recognition. So playing under 19, so all your age group, they will know he's a cricketer like that. So that is something drives me play for the school. So first match was little nervous. I was a fast bowler and bats a bit. Bats in the top order as well. So I can't remember now how many wickets and balls, but I know where I played and everything. Still, when I pass that ground, it's in this, it's in the main road. So past always my memory. Sometimes I go to Nigambu. I'm in Colombo. I'm living. When you pass, that's remembrance comes. This is the first match ever I played in my life in a hardball.
You yourself realize the potential of what kind of a player or a bowler you are, right? But there is one person who might have realized your truest potential and said, Murali, this is your thing. You should do this. Who is that person?
See, my coach, Sunil Fernando. So he only asked me to come for hardball practice. We practiced, trained. But he knew that he only changed me when you are under 13. You are not big enough, strong enough to bowl fast bowling spin. So he only told, he didn't think the potential I'll play for Sri Lanka and I'll achieve 800. Nobody would have thought about it. But he thought about it that I'm good enough to play for the school. So I'm a good cricketer. So that belief he had, and he pushed me.
How did your journey to the Sri Lankan cricket start? Who was the man behind it or the team behind it?
No, it is not the man or team or anything. We have a good school structure in Sri Lanka. Everyone plays. So under 19s, when the tournament starts, it's 16 matches we'll play. 2-day matches, Saturday, Sunday, we play. So that is a season till November to still the goes till April. 16 to 20 matches. We all normally, Kandy School, we play. We have traditional fixtures. We play, and these are, then from that only all the cricketers came through in the school cricket. It was not very professional, it's an amateur game. From school only, school gives everything, buys everything, pads to everything. And when you go out, you have to buy everything. It's an expensive game.
Right.
So I did really well last 2 years of my cricket under 19, last year before I took 109 wickets in about 16 matches. Then I took last year 14 matches, 127. I was the Bata schoolboy cricketer. So that recognition made me to get into the Sri Lankan team.
So, as much as this happened, parents play a very pivotal role in the life of a child, right? How is your parents' perspective to your whole gaming spirit?
See, my parents, I was living in the hostel, age of 6 to 18. So, in Sri Lanka, it's like 3 terms, 3 months school, 1 month holiday. 3 months, 1 month holiday only we go. See, love and affection, everything there, but I grew up in for my hostel. So, it's all about more than the parents, it's all about the matron and the warden and the guys who friends. So it's a big hostel, big school, 3,500 children in the school, and 600 people are in the hostel. Others are day scholars, and out of that, in a dormitory, 40 to 60 people there. So we like every religion, everybody is there, but we all like brothers, and so we have fights, we have ups and downs and gangs and everything. So you learned everything in that.
Were you the naughty kid? Were you the sporting legend, or you were the gang leader?
I was a very naughty kid when I was age of 4 to 5. I have 3 brothers with me, younger than me, weight gap. So we fight a lot, and in the neighborhood and everything. That's why they put me into hostel. So to Christian to discipline me. Once you go to hostel, you can't do those things, because when you're in the parents, you can do fight and everything. When you go to hostel, everyone is same. Matron thinks, no supports and nothing, right? You do the wrong thing. So I start disciplining at the time.
Being into cricket and being amongst a cricket team is like being with family, right? It's a legacy that carries forward for ages and ages. So definitely you might have formed like very good relationships amongst your peers and co-players and all. Who are the people who are still there with you? You hang out and all.
See, ma'am, if you take that generation, my teammates all are good terms with me. Still, I am friendly with everyone. So even say if you think that era, like Anil, Lakshman, Srinath, Sachin, Ganguly, Rahul, you name it, Venki, so name it. Everyone's are very good friends. They see, even if you think for this one, Sachin, when I asked, he was said nothing, no second question. He agreed and he came, gave a date and came. So he support me. So he also likes me. I also, the relationship is very good. And Lakshman came other day. And now Saraf is doing a stint to me. Anil is doing a stint to me. So they all supporting me, and also other players all are going to come for the premiere. So everyone is busy and everything. They give the time.
But still they give the time.
But same way, they have helped a lot. I have a big foundation of goodness. So these players all came and played matches and fundraising, because I know India people talk about too much, because they only earn, they don't do anything. But these players do a lot of charity, because I don't have to review. See, they don't want to be. See, I am also done from 1988 to now itself. The foundation of goodness is there. And now only I'm telling. Before that, I didn't want to tell what we do. So like that, cricketers are, all generation does a lot of charity, a lot of things to people. But they don't want to boast, because already they're known people. They don't want to get brownie points from doing this, because they're genuinely doing they are from the heart. So it doesn't have to mention.
Understood. So amongst all the players that you mentioned, your close peers and all, you mentioned that Sachin was the only one who has cracked the way you basically ball, and he has cracked the code how you do the dusra and all. Is it really true?
No, Sachin is a master. Sehwag, everyone who played in that era did know how my bowling and everything. They were successful. India playing well. Sometimes I do. See, it's all about instinct at the time. So on the day, sometimes I might beat them. Some days they come and beat me. So this happens. So whoever, they all, that's why they are legends. It's not because of I've been legend because I have done well. So they also. So I think cricket is like, it's every day it doesn't go your way. Some days you have to capitalize. Some days it's going to not go your way.
I was searching on the Google that if anybody has cracked the style or decoded the way you ball and all, and there was a quote that mentions it, Lara almost tried to do it. Sachin has done it pretty well, and Dravid wasn't able to. Do you agree to the fact that Sachin has decoded your bowling style?
They will know there's a great people who watch from the wrist.
Right.
So some people, but some people doesn't. But some people with the instinct they can play. So Sachin is one player. He watch from the total. That's why he can see everything. So it's difficult to say how they look. You have to ask them. But I think they have been successful most of the time, and sometimes I have been successful.
Understood. So Murali sir, if it is not cricket, this is a question might have come to you many times already. If it is not cricket, what would you have been doing by now?
Definitely business.
Okay.
I'm still doing a little bit of business here and there. But my family is manufacturing. In manufacturing, I'm interested. So I would have been gone there. But still, after retirement, I'm doing a little bit of manufacturing in I have a few places, factories. So that I enjoy.
The legacy of cricket, is it continue? Are you kids into cricket? They're doing well. What is it? What is the current thing?
No, because we don't push anything to my generation because legacy didn't come like, my father never known about handle the bat even. So it just naturally it happened when I was in the hostel age of 6. So I think my son is playing well, but we are supporting him. But same way, we are not expecting from him to do wonders because there has to be a lot of luck your way to be a cricketer. Because only every team 11 players, very minimum. But the quantity is very less.
Understood.
So it's very difficult to succeed because there will be a lot of good players, very fabulous. They could have been legends, but the time and the faith was not there for them. So they become something else.
Understood. Coincidentally, this thing happened. Your story is coming onto the screen. When you met Madhur for the first time, were you confident about how he would carry you out and everything? How did the confidence emerge?
See, I put all the trust on the director. I gave all the freedom when I gave the story to him to do that, and the producer. So I didn't try to do anything. So when they asked I think 2021 or something, Madhur was picked by Sripati and they introduced me. I was in Leela in Chennai. So they brought him and we spoke only barely about 20-30 minutes. Then I only advice I get, don't try to copy me, just be yourself, and rest of the things director will do. You bring out your best out of you. That's all I advised him. Then we had a coffee and finish it. Then I met him when he was doing the shoot in Sri Lanka near my parents' place. I went to see my parents. Then I bumped in there and watched. And then I met him when Sachin was inaugurating the trailer. That time only, I hardly put any words. I didn't have his number. I didn't talk. All by director and himself. The credit goes to them.
Did you narrate your story to Madhur at least? Any instances or emotional?
No, nothing. I didn't even spoke nothing because see, I'm a cricketer. So I given my rights to someone, and only one thing I told director, it has to be very true. No masalas and everything adding. I don't want
fictionalize.
No fictionalize. But I read the script about 4-5 times. He has exactly done. He did 2 years of research, stayed there and everything. Not only me, all the cricketers in the world, all the friends and family and everything. And then my history, where did my father lived first, that place, and went and saw that place, spoke to those people. Like that, he did a huge research, and he has wrote the story, and screenplay was written by him and together with Shayan Karnanadana, one of the biggest writers in Sri Lanka. He has won a lot of awards. So they only wrote it.
Understood. So, leaving all of this, in the entire journey that you had from the childhood to now, what you were telling me, I'm seeing you like you're very independent, very clear in terms of what you want to do. Do not want to force legacy onto your kids and all. But there are times where you would have seen like downs in your life, right? What was the most emotional moment that you've seen where you were like stuck for a while? You wanted to get out of the rabbit hole, but you weren't. Can you tell us any moment like
So
that?
that's what, see, I never had that. Once I had was 95 when they in the boxing, I was shocked and upset. So I didn't know what to do. So I followed Arjuna. Arjuna said that time, you don't try to make any decision. I make the decision, you follow my word. I just followed him. I didn't do anything, he protected me. And he said what to do. So that only time I thought, see, one or two times I said, because it called in Australian tour, that tour. It's about 3-4 months tour, because those days you play, 2 teams comes to Australia by November, October, November. Then we leave only February. So the Boxing Day is only 26th of February, 2 months, another 2 months to go. So it's a lot of cricket to play. So then what happened, once that happened, then I go going a testing in Australia. So he said, go to tester. And I said, after that, can I go home? He said, no, you're not going to go home. Do what he was just blackguarded me. I take my decision. I will do what I want. You do what I say. And he just, to protect me, he said, just don't think about home. Just, you're going to be okay. And like that, he was protecting me. And then I stayed with the team till February. So with them. And I enjoyed it. And they kept it in like, I think others played. I was watching. And the dressing room. So that kind of a thing, that's a time I thought, felt like this is the thing. But they gave the
Confidence and you came
confidence
out of
and
it.
the everything.
So what happened in girls, sir? You had a very close encounter with the tsunami that happened, right? In 2004.
Yeah, so at the time only I was injured, and I took a break for nearly about 6 to 8, 9 months. I didn't play cricket. So I thought of getting married also. Then proposal marriage came from India. So that's the time, 25th of, they came to Colombo to see me, mother and the daughter. So my wife and the mother-in-law now. So they came and they were stayed in Colombo Hotel. I'm in Colombo. So always I have a foundation of goodness. So that foundation in 1998 to help the people, needy people. So every year, 26th of Boxing Day, we give school books and bags and shoes to needy children, about 500 to 1,000 people, children we give. So that's the ceremony. Every year I'm not there, but this year I was there. So my manager said, Kushil, they come to the Sinigama, that foundation. These children will come at about 9 o'clock. So you come and then I said, who are going to be the wife, they have come and I'll come with them. So what we did is, we had dinner a little late, and then I dropped them to the hotel and we went. And the morning I got a little late. Normally if we go at 2.5 hours, those days no highway, near the beach you have to go. So didn't have time. So 7:30 I called Kushil and said, you can carry on the function, don't wait for me. I will join round about half an hour, 45 minutes late by 10 o'clock. Normally 9 o'clock starts. So 7:30 I started, 8 o'clock I started slowly, 7:30 something. I picked them up and then went through the seaside. No, seaside he has to go through the... So when I'm going at about 8:30, 9 o'clock, 8:30, 9 o'clock, 8:30 or something, near halfway through to Gaul, there is a lagoon, a river, but that day is a full moon day also. So normally it is calm, no? You see water, lagoon is calm.
Right.
That day little bit rough, like yellowish, the color is changed. And I thought maybe it's sometimes full moon day it can happen.
Right.
So in the car, my brother was driving, I was in the front, my mother and the mother-in-law and the now wife. So they are all in the car. So we were traveling, and little bit more further, people were just running around and coming. And I thought that's a Muslim area, right? A big Muslim area. So I stopped the car. I told my brother to stop the car and asked what. The people said, sea has come to the land. That's the wording because we don't know what is tsunami, right? Everyone's scared and running. Then I didn't want to take a chance, so I thought luckily there is inside road. You go inside and then cut through to Colombo. So we took the inside road, cut through. I reached back by 10:30 to the hotel, their hotel, and on the TV, it was in Gaul, lively people are washing out and going, such a chaos. And I tried to call my manager, no reply. Phones are all dead, nothing. We couldn't. I don't know what happened to that 800 children and everything. And then, and also when I coming back, if you'd have come from that same road, I would have got hit. And if you'd have gone 20 minutes away, I would have also washed out. We don't know, right? So the tsunami came, Gaul, maybe 8:30 we'll say. Another 15 minutes time, some space is dead in tsunami come, and another place. Another 15 minutes time, another place. He didn't hit every course, certain sense. It was very odd. So that's brutally I survived with 20 minutes away. So actually they shot everything in this movie, but it's not connecting to the movie. But I will reveal something. This part won't be there.
Right.
Because otherwise you can't finish the movie at 2:40 session.
Right.
So they thought it will showed in whether some other platform or whatever this. So it was interesting, and then after that we made 1,000 houses through our foundation. Luckily nobody died. What did Kushil did is Kushil, when the tsunami first time came, they said water came only 4 feet, because 1 kilometer away the foundation is from the beach, about 1 kilo. So water came, they all scared, they ran. The second one came into another height, third one came like 18 feet or something, 18 feet, everything demolished and went. So they went to a highest place, there was a temple. The children were all saved, and he got also survived. So then remember that the old village was washed out. So we rebuilt that village with not only help of me or whatever. See, I told all the cricketers and so many people, Shane Mount, everyone came and helped us to fund it. And also MCC has given us Central as excellent. That means all the thing they have given us. Surrey has given a ground, Surrey cricket ground, and Brian Adams given a swimming pool for that area. And this foundation is now operating everywhere in the country. They have heartbeat centers, 19 centers. Be close to 10,000 people educate, 50,000 families we look after every year. So successfully. So for this only Venkat Prabhu came.
Right.
And then only Venkat Prabhu came, and then his childhood of then only he came to our house and he proposed it. But I was reclined. So that's what happened. How coincidentally I have to agree for this movie.
Understood. 3 life lessons that you've learned from childhood, being in the hostel to until now, right? What are the life lessons that you've learned? Can you summarize?
In the hostel, life has taught me everything. See, one is I felt right, we all human beings. That's what I learned on hostel life. We do mistakes. We not have to be sorry to go and say when you realize the mistake, to say sorry to other person. That is one. Next one is they also do mistakes, and you have a lot of things can do against you. So then I have learned on that, forgive and forget, and don't treat like them as an enemy, right? So you must be thinking, I would think words wise I'm telling to surprise there. No, it actually, I did that also. 1995, Daralea called me in the public of everything, embarrassed me and such a pain. And 2000, he was umpiring in Edgbaston, was a match. He was the umpire. So first day when he was just went and he was standing in the middle, and I make sure when he shook his hand and asked about how he being and everything, made him comfortable, not to be nervous whole match. So he had a good match, and he was happy. So that's what I said, forgive and forget. I never took grudges to a thing. Other thing is in life, third lesson is what is, you are not going to live forever, right? The materials are not important. It's important is people. So you have to put the smile on other people. Why I say is that you have to, there are needy people in this world, a lot of needy people. So your money or whatever you're going to keep and go, it doesn't not going to help anyone. So when you have something, you can give it to them and put the smile on their face, your memories, and you will be very happy. Sometimes you are selfish on that. It's a good way of selfish to make yourself good. So these are three things I learned, because when in the hostel, if you are loaf of bread, because you have certain time food and all, you can't have extra and all, hostilities, right? Certain times if you might hungry, somebody gets a loaf of bread, even 20 people there we share. So these are the lessons I learnt in the hostel life.
Thank you so much. Any one message that you want to tell it to people to watch the film? You can tell the camera.
Yeah, I would like to say that I didn't want to do this because everyone known me as a cricketer. But inside me and my family and also the country, how went through a dark period of in my life, and also the family, how it suffered and everything. And then a cricketer, how I have to go to all the obstacles, and how could I become a champion, like, making 800. So it will inspire a lot of people, not only cricket field, maybe any other field. In life, everything is not going to be smooth. There will be obstacles be thrown at you, left and right at you. So this film, if you watch, how to overcome those problems, and you can be someone in your life, because it is important. So don't miss it. Go and have in theaters and go in numbers and just have see this movie, and definitely it's a very true story and you will enjoy, and also you can take some lesson out of this movie. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir.
I'm in love with Way2News.